Alright guys, we are back, and we have the full Datamines now for the summer banner. There's also a very interesting spoiler that we'll cover right at the end, so that people that don't want to be spoiled will miss this, but there's a new Tempest Trial original character. I'm not sure who this guy is or what his motivations are, but we will of course cover that as we get to it. So why don't we start things off with the stats for these characters, and we're going to start with Aleer, Miss Colgate-chan, because she's in front. Alright, so 39 HP, we've got 42 attack, we have 47 speed, 32 defense, and then 38 res for a total of 198 overall. Any boon you get on her is going to jump her into the 200 bins, so she is definitely arena score worthy if you want to go for her, as far as like plus 10 scoring is concerned. Now, I think this is a really good unit. She's just a better version of the legendary female Aleer, and she doesn't need to do ally support to give all of the nice benefits of her special attack anymore. She gives this status effect called Bonded, which, to my understanding, once your allies have the effect Bonded on them, they're going to be able to take advantage of the effects of her special as well. So it's pretty similar to the legendary Aleer with the ally support, but instead here you're just giving it as a start of turn bonus to, I think it was the highest attack ally within 2 spaces, which if you set it up right, you can just have score tie or give that to Citrine and then she'll just give it to everybody else. So quite a lot of shenanigans you can do with that. She is very good though, from what I can tell. Okay, so her boons and banes here. Alright, we got nothing on HP. We have plus attack, which is important of course, because she's a brave attack unit. Nothing on speed, and then defense is nothing, and then res is also nothing. Would have been nice to get plus res at least if they're not going to give plus attack plus speed, but the only thing she really wants is plus attack, being a brave attacker, so we'll definitely take that. Alright, next up we have Petra over here. So Petra was my most wanted character on the banner when we saw silhouettes, up until we saw Gold Mary. Okay, so Petra has 40 HP. We have 45 attack, 47 speed, 28 defense, and then 24 res for a total of 184 overall. That's about in line with ranged flyers right now. Now, as far as Petra herself goes, how useful of a unit is she going to be? I think she's pretty solid. She's got a lot of movement with her warping. Essentially, she gives herself, like, what is it called again? The B skill that legendary Alicia had, which is escaping my mind right now. Something flyer, I don't know, it's like flyer desperation, where you just warp 2 spaces next to an ally in 2 spaces, and then you get desperation as well. For some reason, I can't remember what that was called, but okay, boons and banes for Petra, we have minus HP. Nothing on attack. We got plus speed. So what is that? Minus defense, and then looks like nothing on res. So basically we have plus speed and minus defense, huh? Okay, and also minus HP, by the way, too. Yeah, so Petra is similar to Wind Tribe Claude, I think, where she's able to just proc Deadeye a bunch. Unfortunately, Claude was doing it a little better because proccing lethality is certainly stronger than Deadeye, because it does the 80% defense drop to the opponents, whereas Deadeye is only giving you triple damage, and if you're only doing like 1 damage, that's only 3 damage. So Deadeye can definitely have some very huge issues when it comes to taking on high defense opponents. And as far as like the special acceleration effect part of it goes, I'm not too sure if that's going to be particularly strong for her either. Because as we see already, like Wind Tribe Claude is already out the door. So Petra is not in a good spot, unfortunately. She does have beast effective damage though, which maybe that could come in handy. I would have liked it if they gave her armor effective as well, even though that's not something Petra typically does. It would have certainly helped her out here. She also gets desperation as well. I think she has built-in desperation. So effective damage with Deadeye would have been cooking if she had like another effective type besides just beast, but it's just beast, unfortunately. So Petra, kind of a downer. Okay, we have Clan up next for some reason. I don't know why they didn't save him to go next to Dedu. But, okay, so he's got 38 HP. We've got 40 attack, 46 speed, 19 defense, and then 45 res. Okay, 188 BST overall. He lacks a perf weapon, so he's not going to be able to score high enough to really be ran in arena modes and things like that. So, what do I think about this guy? Is he a worthy merge project? He seems okay. His stat line is okay. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of res, so he reminds me of the New Year Kana, actually, the Tempest Trial New Year Kana. The difference, though, is that unit scores a little better, and she has access to the Distant Counter Dragon Seal, and she's getting more support skills, too, like High Dragon Wall, and so on and so forth. So, I can't really recommend in good faith this guy, but let's go ahead and take a look at his Boons and Banes now. Okay, minus HP. Yeah, plus attack. Yeah, nothing on speed. Nothing on defense, and then... Ooh, nothing on res. Would have liked plus res, actually, for this guy. But, okay, so plus attack, pretty much that's everything he's got. There's some decent daggers you can inherit. The dagger from the rearmed Soth is not too shabby. And then he's, of course, given other stuff, too, like Attuned Disarm Trap, which is... Or not Attuned, but, Potent Disarm Trap, which is a pretty cool skill. So, he's okay. He's not, like, awful. But... he's also not, like, standing out too much. He's not one of those types of units that I think would, like, break the bank or anything. I think, actually, Pon is better than him, right? The GHB Pon. Because he's got the Brave Attack, and then he's got a really nice Perf Dagger. And his attack is really sick, too. So, yeah, that would be my recommendation for an Infantry Dagger if you're looking for one. Alright, now we have Goldmary, the star of the banner, who... apparently, a lot of people are very divisive on, and I don't understand why when... Look at the size of her chest, man. Oh, my God. Bro, they're like... Each one is bigger than her freaking head. Kaboon coming through, as always, right? Like, Kaboon just never fails. And then she does have her mole. She has a mole, like, right on the top of her chest, which was noticeable in Engage, right? So, like, that's cool that they kept that little detail in there. Okay, so Goldmary has 40 HP. We've got 44 attack, 46 speed, 47 defense, and then 16 res, which is a big, massive ouch, because this unit is trying to be like an Omni tank. That's the type of, like, role they're playing here, with having a lot of DR and Lagoo's Friend and things like that. So, some better res would have came in handy. However, they make up for it quite a bit by having this really sick support debuff on their weapon, where... enemies within 3 rows and 3 columns centered on them are suffering, what is it, attack and defense minus 15% of her defense. And her defense is, of course, pretty high here. So, like, when you calculate that, and then that has no cap on it either, so it's similar to, like, Attune Mikaya's debuff, where I think it was 20% of her res. Like, you're just going to get outrageous numbers of debuffs with that by just having them on the team. And on top of that, they can offer even further support, too. You can give them, like, Breath of Life 4. This would be a cool unit to give Breath of Life 4 to, because they're already supporting anyway with their weapon effect. And then they're also... they've got Lagoo's Friend. They can, like, hold their own in melee combat. You could give them, like, Distant Bonus Doubler, or actual, like, Bonus Doubler 4 in their case, because with that res, I think tanking magic would be kind of sus. So, like, just going all in for melee combat might not be a bad idea with them. And then their insight, their, not incited, their, what was it, Bulwark effect on their harmonic skill is really strong. Especially in summoner duels where you can't, like, go around units. And you could just, like, super pressure somebody with a unit just being tossed right into their face. So, I think this unit's actually pretty good. The problem is, like, are you interested in summoning for them? That's going to be your call. I don't think anything here is, like, a must summon or anything like that, but... this unit does seem pretty substantial. Okay, minus HP. Yeah, plus attack. Yeah, nothing on speed. We have... what was that? Plus defense? Okay, yeah, that's good. They want plus defense. And then... nothing on res. So... I mean, plus attack, plus defense will definitely take. That's, like, 2 of the stats that they would want to go for. Maybe plus speed would have been better than plus attack, but it is what it is. So, definitely good stuff from Goldmary. Okay, and now finally we have our Tempest Trial prize unit. So, Lifeguard on duty here, Dedue. You remember that SpongeBob episode where he was a lifeguard? I don't know why that came to mind there. Okay, so 45 HP, 46 attack, we've got 20 speed, 47 for defense, and then 35 for res. That's giving him a 193 BST overall. And then he does not have a perf weapon. RIP. So you're not building him over like Fargus or Vigards and stuff like that, unfortunately. Or even like Fallen Lloyd. Okay, Boons and Banes though, let's take a look here. Okay, he's got plus defense, so at least he has something. I was hesitant when they didn't give him plus attack. I was like, wait a second. Maybe he doesn't have any super boons, but he does have one. Yeah, so this guy, he's got no speed to speak of, and then he's just all attack and defense. He's got okay enough res. It's not, like, awful. But, there's nothing that he's really doing without a perf weapon that's going to set him apart from the rest. Especially not like Vargas. If you want an infantry axe, just build him. Because he scores higher, he's got the perf weapon. And then on top of that, he's giving the crazy nice support with the warping for allies in Arena, which is good. So, yeah, I would say just pretty much build Fargus, right? It sucks that they gave us another Axe Infantry, though, after we just got Vake. Like, come on, man. We got 2 Summer Axe Infantry units for our Tempest Trial prizes. That's not cool. Mix it up a little, Insys. What's the big deal? Alright, so there we go with our units on the banner. Now let's go ahead and take a look at skill inheritances. So Anchor Axe Plus, 14 Might. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and defense up 5 to unit. Also grants attack and defense up X times 5 to unit, where X is the number of allies with attack over 55 and speed over 40 in 3 rows and 3 columns centered on them. It does have a max. When I saw this on the trailer, I didn't like... I thought the max was for the number of allies, but then you can get this to activate twice. I don't think that's how it works. So like I was thinking you could get up to 6. No, I think you can only get up to 3. So it would be 3 times 5 for attack and defense up 15, and then a further attack and defense up 5 there. And then you also inflict guard as well. So not quite as insane as it could have been if they just took the cap off, but in that same regard, if they took the cap off, this shit would have been ludicrous, right? So I guess they had more foresight on that than me. Okay, he's got Pavis. Oh, Solid Ground. That's an interesting one. Yeah, Solid Ground 3. Okay, we'll definitely take that. I mean, Still Water is pretty good, but we don't really have a lot of debuffing effects that play off of visible defense like we do with visible res. So, like, obviously Still Water is definitely going to be a lot better than Solid Ground until they give us skills that check off of, like, visible defense. All right, and then he's got Even Defense Wave 3. Sure, whatever. All right, and then this kid has Attack and Speed Finish 3 at 4-star, which is good. And then Speed and Defense Tempo 3 at 5-star as well. So, basically, he's Attuned Nino's best friend, I think. No, Attuned Nino didn't have Finish. She had, what was it, Flash Sparrow, actually? So, okay, maybe I recant that statement. And then Bond Blast. There's no way this is inheritable. Yeah, I didn't think so. If that was inheritable, that would have been nasty. Like, there's no way that would have been the case. Alright, so even Res Wave D, it looks like this is only for Dragon types, as I thought. Yeah, so Dragon Lock there. And then for N, I think it's near Even Attack Wave N. I believe this is for only melee types. And yeah, that does seem to be the case. Okay, so I don't, like, understand why they're, like, compartmentalizing these wave level 4 skills this much. Because we also had the ones from the Summer Gulveg banner where she had one and then another character had one. Can't remember who it was, but do we need this many different tier 4 wave skills? Is that really a necessity? I'm not sure I follow the logic there. Okay, so our Tempest Trial Sacred Seals, we're getting Defense and Res Snag 1, which can be leveled up to level 3, of course, and then Attack and Speed Rain 1, which goes up to level 3. The Rain Seal is okay. Snag is... I mean, who has Attack and Speed Snag 4 anyway? Like, who even has that? I don't think anyone, right? I think both Fallen Crom and Lucina had Speed and Defense, right? So... yeah, it would have been nice to combo with Attack and Speed Snag 4 and then just run this as the seal, but I don't even think this is valuable enough as a seal. The Rain, maybe you could find some excuses to run that, though. Alright, so artwork now. Of course, we have Kaboon, who is the GOAT. People have said this is not a a bear or a chicken, this is a porcupine, which I guess that makes sense because the porcupine was what she had for, what was it, the spring Bernadetta? I think she had like a porcupine with needles in it. All right, so they got a parasol there. Okay, looking nice. I like the pose there from Gold Mary. I don't know why she's paired up with Bernadetta, though. This is like the most random pairing they've ever done. Like, this just doesn't make any sense. They have nothing in common. Oh, I like this. The way she's sitting there, Gold Mary. And then we had... Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so Gold Mary is happy about getting hurt. And then Bernie is, like, screaming for dear life. So, yeah, you can see, like, just how polar opposite these two are. Alright, so there we go for their art. Then we have Allier's art, which I think might be my favorite overall art on the banner. Alright, she's got a Sami little beach ball there, which is cool. And then they also gave her the ponytail that she has when she's doing sit-ups and push-ups in the Somnial. So, really nice touch there with her art. Alright, very happy smile there. We got a lot of fruits everywhere. We got some peaches. She ain't showing the peach, though. Got some blueberries, we got some strawberries, we got some oranges, tangerines, whatever. Alright, then the injured artwork there. The Sami beach ball is dizzy. Okay, sure. She's very plump, ain't she? Yeah, I feel like she has definitely had plastic surgery there on the top. There's no way... Her body proportions would not suggest that she would have that large of a chest, right? Or is it just me? I don't know. Okay, we have Petra up next. This is the baddest baddie on the banner for sure. Oh, man. I actually thought she had more tattoos. I don't know, like... From my recollection, I thought she had another tattoo from Three Houses, but I guess it's been so long since I played that I just don't remember. She's got, like, sort of like some tribal tattoos there on her arm, but I thought she had some on her legs, too. I don't know. All right, there we go with the attacking art. Nice pose, actually. All right, there we go again with the special attack art. She's got a killer whale there, which is cool. And then the injured artwork, very, very nice. Thick, plump baddie there. Gotta love to see that. Okay, next up we have Venti over here. So this guy, I mean, I was never a fan of Clan or Fram from Engage, but actually I kind of came around to Fram when they added her on the bunny banner. Because of her voice lines, they're just so peppy. She's very, like, spiritful, if that's the word I'm looking for. Oh, what is this? Why does he have a vial? Why does he have that? What is he carrying around in there? That's so weird. What is this dude doing? Like, science experiments on the beach? Alright, so there we go with him. And then we have... This one is for the ladies and the gays, of course. We got Dedu there. Very ripped and toned. Alright, he's got an anchor, of course, as his weapon. Alright, there is the attacking artwork. There is the special attack art. Pretty good. I like the turtle there. The turtle's pretty cool. Alright, there is his injured artwork. Okay. Alright, now finally, let's go ahead and wrap up by taking a look at this OC here. So, I don't know who this guy is or what his motivations are, but why don't we go ahead and take a look at his art. If you don't want to be spoiled, then click off the video now. We're basically done anyway. So here we go. This guy, it seems like he is from Nidavellir. We can go ahead and make his art a little bit bigger there. So it looks like the new Tempest Trial is going to begin the Book 5, like, special arc. Like, post-Book 5 arc that we've seen already for the fairies. They had one. Air had one as well. And then the ladies from Book 2, Legjarn and Fiorm, they got one as well with Muspel and also Niffle's introduction. So this guy might be a god of Nidavellir or something like that. Maybe Atri will finally return and finish her story. Because remember, at the end of, what was it, Book 5, we had that movie where Atri was just doing meme faces for like 5 minutes straight. So yeah, maybe we'll get her motivations and we'll get some actual finish for Fafnir and things like that. Okay, his Ghoulen Bursty looks pretty cool, though. Alright, of course, yeah, Book 5 had really good art, man, where all of the artworks were different poses. I definitely appreciated that a lot from Book 5, so this is nice. And then finally, we got the injured artwork from him, which doesn't even look like an injured artwork at all. Like, what about this is injured? He doesn't look like he's taking damage whatsoever. But, okay, there we go for him. Does he have a name? Nidavellir. Oh, okay, so his name is Nidavellir. He is the founding king. So this guy is like the president of Nidavellir, which is funny because this data mine is dropping on July 4th, man. So happy Independence Day to everybody out there if you live in America. Pour one out for the red, white, and blue. Gonna be having a barbecue today later myself in typical fashion. So let me know what y'all think about all of this stuff in the data mine. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.